This short video will walk you through using the record features in Microsoft PowerPoint Mix. The first thing you'll see on my screen is I've opened PowerPoint and I have the Office Mix already downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. There's many options up here. The most important ones we'll talk about today are the slide recording, the tutorials, and support. If you have questions, you can click on this and get help. If you want to see tutorials on doing more advanced things using Office Mix, you'd go ahead and click here. It'll take you to a great page that shows you tutorials. What I want to show you that I think will be the most useful in your courses for lectures are slide recording. When you click on this, you will see that we can see our slide big on the screen. We can see over here our options for audio and for the video. Here we have inking. Inking means you can click on any of these and you could draw on your slides while you're recording. If you're going to use one of these features, I suggest you choose the color you want to ink with and how thick you want your pen before you start. And don't worry, you can use your mouse as a pen. Here you have fine print, medium print, and thick. I'm going to choose thick and I'm going to ink in purple. Now, in order to record voiceovers or video on your slide, we would hit record. If we want to record using a camera, we could choose our camera here. So as you can see, I'm on the camera. We can either record a thumbnail that's going to be a small area on the side of the screen, or we could make it full screen. That's going to record the full size of my PowerPoint slide as a camera. If you want to record something, maybe an introduction to your lecture without using notes, I would advise doing this on a blank PowerPoint slide. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off for now. You can see here, there's a microphone. My microphone is playing. I'm going to choose no microphone for now. That way I can show you when you go in, you'd go ahead and pick whatever microphone you want by clicking on it. So now I'm going to hit record and it's going to start recording our actions. On this slide, maybe we want to do an introduction. This is a trial mix. And we could go ahead and ink whatever we want. Once we're done recording on that particular slide, we can hit the stop button. Now we have a choice that we could edit. If maybe we made a mistake on our recording and we want to trim part of it, we could click this. And it'll allow you to trim some of the sound. So I'm just going to trim it back to about here. Click OK. If we don't like what we've recorded, we can delete slide recording. Be careful not to delete all recordings because you will delete all the slide recordings you've done in this presentation. So once I'm satisfied with that slide, I would go to my next one. And I would hit record. And here I would go ahead and talk about whatever I was going to, and maybe I'm going to point to the bubbles to show as an example. And now I want to circle, we'll say, the bubbles here and point to them. There's all kinds of different things you can do here. If you don't want to use the pen tool and you just want to lecture, you can do that too using the software. After I'm done, I would go ahead and hit stop. On the last slide, maybe I want to use my camera and I want to do a thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. And now I'm going to record. Obviously, you're not seeing on your screen here the camera. It's okay. It'll appear when you go ahead and render your mix. Again, if I wanted to test something, I could go with water. Now, because I just went over the slide I already had done, I'm going to hit yes. If I hit yes, that means it's going to re-record over what I had. Now, maybe I have notes in my presentation that I want to use as my script. Just turn my camera off. To do that, I would click on Slide Notes. They're going to appear up above here. The great thing is you could read that whole thing, and when you render your presentation, your user is going to never know you read that. So after I'm all done with all my slides I want to record on, I hit Close. Now here, I could go ahead and I could test and play my audio. Now here, this is my video that we made. Maybe I want to move it to another slide. I could just cut it. Oop. Sorry about that. I could cut it and I could paste it on the slide I want to move it to. So if maybe my content changed a little, I can do that. Now, if I need to change my order of my slides, it's no problem. We can do anything like that that PowerPoint will function. We have our PowerPoint tools. We could go back in and maybe we need to change some text. That's okay too. We're going to see the lines that we created in Mix, which is okay. If you delete them, they're going to delete out of your Mix. So now at this point, we're happy with our Mix and we're ready to render it. We click on Mix, and we're going to go ahead and upload to Office Mix. By uploading to the server, it's in a safe place we can find it. We'll hit Next. I am uploading a mix for the first time. If I was uploading a mix that I already worked on once, I would upload an existing mix. You can create a video if you want to have a video offline. That will take longer. Now it's producing my mix. Depending how many slides and how many recordings you have, it could take a while to produce, so be patient with it. And you will see as long as something is continually moving, you're fine. Now click on Show Me My Mix. You're going to see that Microsoft Office Mix opens in another page. If you haven't set up an account with Microsoft Mix, it'll ask you to do that at the beginning. Don't worry, it'll give you that option. You will want to go ahead and set the permissions on your actual mix. In order to share it, you have to have it either made as unlisted or public. If it's set as private, you're not able to share it with people. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to make mine public. If you make it unlisted, it's not searchable, and that's okay. And I'm going to click on Save. Now after it's saved, you'll see it successfully updated. What you need for Blackboard is this address here. So go ahead and click on the address, right-click, and copy it. Then we go into Blackboard. We locate in our course where we want to go ahead and put our new interactive lecture. We then go to Tools, Office Mix. Here we would name our class lecture. We'll say this was Chapter 1, Class Lecture. And you can put details here if you'd like. Here, if you've added quiz questions, you have the option of putting points for those questions. I didn't add any on the mix I'm uploading. You could also set a due date if it had something that was going to go to the grade book. And that way the students would see it on their calendar. I'm going to just click No for now. You can track the number of views if you'd like. You can set your date restrictions. Because I have my folder set to open on a specific day, I'm not going to worry about any of that. I'm going to click on Submit. So now you might be thinking we created a link, but we haven't put anything in it, and you're absolutely right. We go down, we click on the link we've created. Here is where we go ahead and paste that code we have from Office Mix. We click on Find. Now you will see your video come up, and you need to tell Blackboard that yes, this is the video I want to use. You could run through your video if you'd like. And at that point, I can click back on the Materials folder. If I want to test in Student View, I could, of course, turn Student View on, go to Week 1, go to Materials, and there's that lecture I added, and click on it. And you'll see it takes the students directly to the Office Mix you've created. They have a table of contents, so if they needed to go back and review a slide, they could. That's all there is for creating an Office Mix and uploading it into Blackboard.